What's up guys, Katia here. In this video, I'll be talking to you about tracking the Subaru BRZ. As you may know, I have a Subaru BRZ, but it's not track ready. But right here, this is a BRZ by Ansix Auto, and it's very much track ready, and it's actually only a track Subaru BRZ. So in this video, I'll be talking to Ansix Auto about what they did to the BRZ in order to get it track ready, what kind of modifications they've done to it. Also, I'll be doing a driving component where I will drive this Subaru BRZ and give you my opinion on what the difference I feel like is with this car versus mine, which is stock pretty much. I'm here now with Ron from Ansix Auto, and we're gonna be discussing this very modified BRZ. So, Ron, the goal of this car is to be a track car, correct?
Absolutely. This car, that's all we do with it. We drive it to the track and we track it and drive it back.
It's a 2023 BRZ, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got it in 2022, end of 22, but it was a 23 model year.
Nice, sweet. And what would you say is the most important thing to get a BRZ ready for the track?
So the car itself, stock, is fantastic. All you need is a set of good brake pads that are ready for the track, and you're good to go, and you can have so much fun. Even with the stock tires, stock suspension, you don't have to change anything other than brakes.
And with the oil starvation issue, is that like a major thing that people should address before tracking the car?
Certainly, there's different camps of people that have different opinions on it. It's certainly been documented that oil pressure drops exist, but we don't know at what point does it cause damage to your car. There are ways to mitigate it easily, like just filling with a little bit of extra oil. But if your car isn't that grippy around corners, you should be okay with just a little bit of an overfill.
Okay, sweet. And for this car, can you explain how you addressed the issue?
Yeah, so this car, you know, we were on track. We didn't actually address anything. We were just driving it because it's a track car, but we were logging the oil pressure, and we realized that like there's some corners where it got very low, like so low that we thought our engine's gonna blow up. Whoa. So what ended up happening was we designed some mounts to install an AccuSump, and AccuSump actually acts like an accumulator to actually supply your engine with oil pressure when the oil pump is struggling to provide pressure to your engine. Cool.
And is that like a really easy thing to install?
Yeah, with our mounts, it's super easy. There's no cutting involved. It's just one hose. You're good to go. We actually make a controller with an electric valve, so that makes the operation really easy. You just drive, and it'll know when you need to activate the valve, and it'll turn on.
Does it require the removal of other components?
Nope, it kind of just sits right in between the two V-bars, clears everything, clears the hood, so yeah, installs super easy.
I see, sweet. And can you talk about some other modifications that you made to this car to make it more track ready?
Absolutely. So the first thing is, most important thing is wheels and tires.
Yes.
We want to go fast, so a good set of tires will really help you go fast. Doesn't matter what car you have, good tires are really important, and we have wheels to support that. And because when you have more grip, the body of the car ends up rolling quite a bit with the stock suspension. So we have coilovers with stiffer spring rates to make sure that the car's nice and composed during the corners. So that's kind of like the most important mods to try to go a little bit faster if you want to, than the stock form.
So suspension is definitely something that, like, for tracking should be addressed in the future if you really want to track this car, this platform.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of, I know quite a few of guys with BRZ GR86s that go to the track, and the most common bolt-on mods is wheels, tires, and coilovers.
Cool. And you also did some weight savings as well with this car.
Absolutely. So our car, like, it doesn't look like it, but we've dropped about 200 pounds on this car. Just a little bit here and there, some from the engine bay. We got a carbon fiber trunk in the back, and I don't know if you can see back there, but we got rid of the back seats because they're only useful for They're only useful for little kids because you know I've tried to sit in the back.
I can fit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But comfortably?
Decently, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So if there's like a smaller person in the front, or even like an average size person, I can decently fit in the back. But I'm actually very small, so I can understand that absolutely not everyone can fit in there comfortably.
Exactly. Yeah.
And for people that may not know, like, is 200 pounds significant? Like,
oh yeah. I mean, if you think about the weight of this car, it's about 2,900 pounds. 200 pounds is, you know,
it's definitely
8% or something like that. So
I see.
it's pretty substantial. It's like having 8% more horsepower. Like that'd be fantastic, right?
Wow. Is it kind of correlated that way? Like, is it a linear relationship like that? The less weight, kind of more horsepower?
Well, you don't get more horsepower, but it'll feel like it'll feel like you're accelerating with more power because the engine's got to move less weight to get going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And does the wing help a lot with the downforce? Can you feel it?
It helps when going into the corners. It'll give you a little bit more confidence that the rear is not going to step out on you.
I see.
And every little bit counts. It's all these mods on this car. They all add up a little bit here and there, but together it becomes a really awesome track car.
I'm actually excited to drive this car now to compare, to see how it feels different from my BRZ.
Yeah, just to see your thoughts.
Yeah. And you said you have a diffuser as well in the back. That helps with the downforce?
Yeah, so the idea is we have under panels in the car, so it's all smooth at the bottom, and then we have a diffuser at the back. So the idea is to expand the air at the back to lower the pressure under the car, and because there's so much surface area under the car, it'll help pull the car down. And the more you push the car down, the faster you can take a corner.
It's kind of like that Formula One idea, like it's the airflow, the downforce is like vital. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're not that kind of downforce level, but the same physics concepts apply.
I see. I'm also noticing that you don't rev this car quite high. Like, I like to shift at like 3,000 RPMs minimum.
Yeah.
I noticed you're shifting quite a lot before that. Is there a reason for that? Do you find is that the sweet spot, do you think?
Fuel efficiency, I guess, and also the exhaust is a little loud, so I'm trying to like shift a little earlier so we can talk without too much background noise.
That makes sense. Because what I noticed for this platform is that it actually loves being revved high, like higher than I would normally think.
Oh, absolutely. Like we can go for a little.
That sounds crazy. Wow. And so you don't have any mufflers, nothing in the back?
No. Yeah, it's stock header right now. Stock pipes all the way in the back. We got the muffler delete. So basically, normally it goes into a big muffler, it splits into two pipes, the exhaust tips.
Yeah.
For us, it's just a wide pipe, and it's just pipe.
Wow. Yeah. It does sound like very good. I really like how it sounds. Of course, though, it is very loud.
It's a little loud. It's just really obnoxious at cold start, I feel like. Yeah. But it quiets down after a little bit.
I think I also heard like a crackle tune or something.
Yeah, so when you get rid of the mufflers, when you downshift, you can hear a couple pops.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it really tempting to remove those, to have that sound, because I love hearing that. So what is the driving experience on the track like with this car? Does it handle really good? Do you feel like it's a smooth, like shifting is easy on the track?
I think I've driven quite a few different cars on track. The BRZ, what's awesome about this platform is it gives you a lot of confidence. So even for a driver that doesn't have a lot of experience, it'll give you confidence to push it harder and drive faster. And that's really nice because at the end of the day, like, it's confidence. Like, if you don't have confidence in your car, it's very hard to go fast. But the platform is set up really well so it doesn't bite you. So if you make a mistake, it's not gonna end up spinning you around big
I
time,
see.
it's very easy to recover.
Oh, okay.
So it's very forgiving.
It's a very forgiving platform.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, cool.
But also, like, in stock form, the balance is awesome. Like, it doesn't really understeer, oversteer. Like, you could do what you want with it.
You can do what you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this car so much, and even in its stock form, like, for anyone that has one that hasn't gone to track, I'd recommend you try it. But you can even try it stock because, you know, all you throw on some brakes and it's just really fun to drive. So yeah, if you just rev match it, downshift, you'll hear some pops. Yeah.
That sounds so good. Wow. So you do not want to add a turbo or supercharger to this car. Why is that?
I think part of what makes this car really awesome is how fast it can go on the track, kind of without too much done to it. You know, and this car, like, we like to do, you know, a lot of laps, you know, have a good time on track. And once you start introducing stuff like a turbo or a supercharger, you can run into reliability issues, you know, overheating. It's more weight added to it, and I think you kind of lose the soul of the car a little bit.
I definitely believe that as well. Like, I find that the naturally aspirated part of the car is actually, like, really good, and I like that as well.
Absolutely. It shows that you don't need a lot of horsepower to have fun.
Exactly. Like, with this car, you definitely don't need a lot of horsepower, and it's really nice, I find, that you can push this car to its limits in stock form, and, like, you can kind of even almost do that, like, on the street, kind of like on the highway, from a stop to a start, shifting through all the gears, really putting your foot down. You can do that in this car.
I think so too. I couldn't agree more, because, like, you know, a high horsepower car, you're gonna get your car impounded just having a little fun, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
having a car that's not too crazy on the street is actually very fun.
Yeah. The turn off is coming up here. Yeah, exactly. Just, like, not getting in trouble with this car is what you can, like, it's so, you can have fun basically without getting in trouble. And I find that the clutch is, like, actually really nice in this car compared to some other ones. It's not too light, where like, you don't really get that feedback, but it's also not too heavy, where it's, like, kind of, I guess, maybe difficult.
Yeah, it can be tiring to use.
Exactly.
If it's too heavy.
Yeah, it's actually, like, a very well. It's a nice. Have you actually changed the springs in the clutch for this
I know
car?
some guys, like, they either change the springs or they remove the springs. I had that recommended to me, so I removed the spring to try it out, and, like, I did not like it at all. But some people swear by it.
Yeah.
What I didn't like about it is because when you remove the spring, the pedal, like, at the top, it gets, like, really floppy.
Oh.
So it kind of feels loose at, like, the first like half inch.
Oh yeah, I would not like that.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
I didn't like that, so I put it right back in.
I see, nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that, because now because I was always curious about that. Like, how would it feel if I modified it, but I just never wanted to.
It's such a pain to do.
Yeah, I see.
It's so cramped in there.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Not worth it if you don't really have a desire.
If you're happy with it the way it is,
yeah,
don't touch it.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shifter feels a lot smoother.
You think so?
Yeah,
I mean,
think so.
All we have the STI transmission mount, and then the shift knob. That's it.
I see. That's so interesting, because it doesn't feel as notchy as mine. The steering wheel doesn't feel. It feels a little different. Here, I'll see.
Probably
if I
a
can...
little heavier, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way to describe it.
It's the big wide tires up front.
I see.
Yeah.
I can see, like, the suspension now being stiffer, feeling every bump. I now understand what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually see
it's very
that.
different than stock.
Yeah. Whoa, that was not very smooth.
Think it feels different?
could definitely go like a bit quicker. I think because, yeah, like you said, the weight savings, this is a lighter car. Yeah, I think it goes a bit quicker.
I think it's just everything's like a little bit tighter. We changed some bushings and stuff like that.
I see,
so
yeah.
it kind of feels like the throttle is a little bit more responsive.
Mm-hmm. I can downshift into second so much easier in this.
Really?
Yeah, like I notice in mine, if I'm going from like third to second,
Yeah.
I have to really like ease off the clutch very slowly or just really rev it to the right RPM.
Yeah.
But in this, so much smoother.
Oh.
This is basically just a really smoothened out BRZ. It just feels a little better. The steering wheel does feel a bit heavy and I'm not quite used to that, but it's not like that big of a change that it wouldn't be that hard to like get adjusted to, I think. Like.
Yeah, certainly because of the wide wheels and tires. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think we use the STI transmission bushing, and that's probably what you're feeling. Yeah. It's just like the engine moves around a little bit less.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, no, this is very enjoyable. I really like this.
Well, if you like your BRZ, of course you'd like it. It's not all that different, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little louder.
Yeah, a little bit
stiffer.
louder. But how your shifter, so smooth. It feels really good. Like I really enjoy shifting. It feels like I can do quicker shifts.
Yeah, we we designed this knob to be a little bit taller.
I see.
So it's just like you don't have to reach just that little bit more. It's a little bit closer to the steering wheel. Get that shift over back and the hands back on the wheel.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sound. It definitely gets a lot louder at those higher RPMs.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Wow.
But actually, like when you have like throttle a little bit open, like cruising, it's not too bad, the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stiffness of the suspension, though, like especially on this road, you feel it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't modify your car into a race car unless you want a race car.
Exactly. We're trying to find a good balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so my overall thoughts on this track-focused BRZ versus my stock BRZ is that the steering wheel is definitely has more resistance because of the larger tires that this car has. And then the shifter feels smoother for some reason. I'm actually not sure. Maybe I should change my transmission fluid in mine. And also the sound, it's definitely a lot louder, this car. It's quite enjoyable. I really enjoyed driving it, but it's definitely for the track. The suspension is a lot stiffer, so you do feel the bumps in the road. I really love the comfort that my BRZ has. It's such a great daily. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Remember, stay chillin'.